love, 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 love. Hi and welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Zaza and I'm very happy to see you. So what is this YouTube channel about? Because there's like bare people on YouTube doing stuff. Why would you watch this channel? And to be honest, that's a really good question. Speak the truth in love. Who is Zaza? Because you might be watching this video and you don't know me from Adam. Or Eve, actually. That makes more sense. Zaza is a Christian. Before I tell you that I'm 27, I live in London, before I tell you that I'm a creative, I'm a singer, I'm a host, I'm a voiceover artist, is that I'm a Christian. I probably wouldn't even tell you this if I'd met you, because that might be a bit weird. But the reason I put it first is because it's the foundation of my life.
I'm a witness. Jesus will make all the difference in your life. Jesus, you brought the sunshine into my life. Yeah.
So yeah, this channel is basically about how that foundation informs absolutely every area of my life. So what it means to be a Christian is simply somebody who recognizes that they are guilty. We've all committed serious crimes before a perfect and holy God. God knew that there's no way for you and I to get ourselves out of this situation. So he came himself out of so much love for you and I. He came to earth as a man, as Jesus Christ of Nazareth. He was perfect. He offered himself to take the punishment in our place. He died a death he didn't deserve on the cross, and he rose again. He proved that he was God, so that anybody who believes in him is forgiven for their crimes. I know it's mad. It's like, but I'm actually guilty. But he said, I've paid the price for you. At the moment that we believe, something happens in that person, in their heart, like on a deep spiritual level. God puts his spirit inside of that person to say, now you are a Christian. When you have the Spirit of God living inside of you, trust me, all those crimes you used to love doing, you don't love them anymore. Actually, when you try and do them, you're like, this does not feel right. This isn't me anymore. And the thing is, it isn't you anymore because you're literally made a new creation. He helps us to have different appetites, have different desires. So I gave my life to Jesus at the age of 8. And the thing is, I'm not saying that happens for everyone, but for me, I knew that I was made new. God gave me his spirit at that age, and we've been walking together ever since. And that's not to say that it's been a seamless journey. No, it has not. You know, things have happened along the way. Alcohol, boyfriends, don't be fooled. Like, we gonna get into that. Like, there is a whole story. There's a whole backstory. And, you know, as we kind of move forward in this journey, as I get to know you, as you get to know me, you know, we'll be able to talk about those things in more depth. And I'd love to like receive any questions, any topics you want to hear about, like, Zaza, what do you think about this? And okay, another thing is I speak 3 different languages. I speak obviously English. I hope that was obvious. French, I started learning at 11, and Spanish I picked up at university. So I speak 3 different languages. But on top of that, I love to throw in, like, you know, really weird accents. Some of them are dead and I don't keep them in because they're just embarrassing. So we'll see. If you hear me doing an accent and it sounds like the country you're from, please don't be offended. It's just me being weird. As I said before, I'm a creative, I'm a singer, I make music, I host, I do voiceover work, I do kind of random crazy stuff. So one day I might be getting on a plane to somewhere and, you know, singing at a function, or another day I might be doing a festival, or one day I might be making music in my house, or one day I might just be on my day off and like going to different places, talking to people, having conversations like you and I are having right now. Really weird conversations, cool conversations, things that make me think. Things that make the person I'm speaking to think like, oh, I love connecting with people. So fun fact about me is, even though I work in entertainment, I'm actually very shy. I never chose this showbiz life. I was not interested. She says, sharing her whole life on the internet. I know, it's crazy. I didn't choose this life. The reason I know that God's put me in this career is because he said, I want you to go and do this. I want you to focus on this, is what he said. And if you focus on this and take me with you, I will look after you. And the thing is, it's true. So 3 years ago, I literally had minus money in my account. Maybe I shouldn't put figures in. Okay, minus. And today, by the grace of God, that's a different story. In 3 years, okay? And that's simply because God said go, and I said okay. That's even why I'm doing this YouTube channel. God's been telling me for a long time, I'm sorry. Now's the time I'm doing it. I'm stepping out. I recently started online dating in coronavirus, in these perilous times where people are dying, where there is uncertainty, where we're praying for the nations, we're praying for recovery, we're praying for healing. And I started online dating. Why now? Why does that even make sense? I'm going to be doing a whole series about why, how, yeah. And also, disclaimer, I really think it's important. So I do this on my Instagram story. I put a little disclaimer every now and then, but they know me by now, you know me, right? There will be things that you will see on my channel that will offend you. And hear me out, that is not my intention. It's not. But the gospel of Jesus Christ, the word of God, it makes every single one of us look at ourselves, look at our lives and see, do we match up? Does my life look like what God says? And the goal of that is not to stay offended. The goal of that is to seek God, is to look for him. That's the goal. And the same offense that you feel, trust me, I feel it too. The same standard judges me too. But it's a process. I'm like, yes, God, I take the challenge. So there will be things that you're going to see that you're like, because the word of God is still the same yesterday, today, and in the future. What God says about things like sex, marriage, women, men, children, jobs, money, all that sort of stuff, it might not look like what society says is good. But I want to make sure that we know that we can have challenging, difficult conversations where we're not seeing eye to eye, but there is a level of respect, love, transparency, openness, honesty. I was about to say honestness. That's not a word. Honesty, and ultimately love. Love, 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 love. Love is the heart of this YouTube channel. I believe in love, and the best definition I've ever seen for love is God's definition, and you can find it in 1 Corinthians 13. You probably heard a lot of people use this for their marriage vows. It goes, this is off the top of my head, bear in mind, love is patient, love is kind, love is not self-seeking, love delights in truth, love hopes for all good, love does not delight in evil. There's a couple of other things, and bear in mind, this is off the top of my head, okay? I'm going to insert it for you. That's my definition of love. Well, not even my definition. That's the definition of love that I subscribe to. So yeah, the purpose of this channel is to speak the truth in love. So I've watched enough YouTube videos in my time. They all say like, thanks for coming. Please click like below and subscribe to my channel. Something like that. But please do. Feel free to share this with your friends, with your family. Feel free to leave me a comment, like let me know what's poppin', say hello. If you know me, be like, hey girl. If you don't know me, still be like, hey girl. Do you know what I mean? It's been really cool. I hope that gives you an insight into the mind of Zaza. Stay tuned.